Before we get into the video, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you're new. Now let's begin. Number 1, Libra, September 23 to October 22. If Libra girls have a problem, it's that they aren't nearly assertive enough. These sweet little peaceful angels are peacemakers and would rather be unhappy than see anyone around them unhappy. They believe in justice, equality, and harmony, even if it comes at their own expense. They seek to settle disputes rather than start them. If you ever have any problems with a Libra, it's clear that you're the one causing issues. Number 2, Pisces, February 19 to March 20. Soft and helpful and non-combative, everything is nicey-picey with them. They hate fighting and conflict and meanness and gossip. Basically, they hate everything that girls tend to do to one another when in large groups. If you try to start a fight with a Pisces, this sweet little fish will just turn and swim away. Number 3, Taurus, April 20 to May 20. Unlike her namesake the bull which charges into danger and stampedes over everything in its path, a Taurus woman is patient. Sensitive to criticism herself, she makes it a point not to criticize others. She is warm-hearted and generous and has no qualms sharing half of her pesto panini with you if you're hungry. If you cross her enough, though, her inner assertive side will eventually emerge, however reluctantly. This is why you should never cross nice people. Number 4, Aquarius, January 20 to February 18. Famous for being friendly and kind, Aquarians have no time for meanness or backstabbing. They also have no time for people who are mean and cruel. But this doesn't mean they are doormats, they also are born rebels and will not tolerate being mistreated. If you try being mean to an Aquarius, you just might not get a Christmas card from them, at least this year, you won't. Number 5, Sagittarius, November 22 to December 21. Although they have a tendency to be restless and impatient, Sags rarely let this turn into hostility or aggression. They have their eyes on the prize, and it frustrates them to live in a world that's often cruel and unjust. If you act difficult toward her, she won't grab your hair and start clawing out your eyes. She'll merely disengage, shake her head, and walk away while muttering, "Well, that was uncalled for." Number 6, Gemini, May 21 to June 20. Geminis tend to be nice and outgoing usually. They also tend to gossip a lot, which, if you ask me, is a bit of a negative move. The tendency to spread rumors about others, whether true or false, is the very essence of meanness. If you really want to see her assertive side, and why would you want to do that, confront her about all the false rumors she's been spreading. She will start defending herself so loudly, everyone at the restaurant will drop their forks and stare in amazement, jaws hanging open. Number 7, Cancer, June 21 to July 22. Cancer girls can be nice or assertive depending on their mood, and as we all know far too well, Cancer ladies are some of the moodiest people in the zodiac. If you catch her in a good mood, she'll hug and squeeze and kiss you and compliment you on your hair and say she's jealous of how pretty you are. But if you catch her on a day when dark clouds are hovering over her head, you should be careful. When the chips are down, she is one touchy person. Number 8, Leo, July 23 to August 22. Our average Leo girl is warm, friendly, forgiving, and even willing to listen to you talk all the livelong day. But don't let that make you think she's just a little harmless purring kitten. Inside that kitten is the heart of a lioness. Her biggest flaw is that, once angered, she will say something so harsh and unfeeling, it will reduce you to tears and have you curling up in a ball in the corner. That's why it's best to be nice and pet the kitten, otherwise, you're sticking your head in the mouth of a lioness. Number 9, Virgo, August 23 to September 22. This is a star sign that may be incorrectly named, because real virgins are innocent and hardly ever this critical. Then again, maybe they're critical because they've never had raw, exhilarating hookup. When a Virgo gets critical, it's hardly ever physical or straight-out verbal abuse. No, she practices a far more nitpicky and passive-aggressive critical stance. She'll wrap a couple compliments inside an insult like one wraps rice and beans inside a tortilla. That's a beautiful dress, and your hair looks fabulous today, it's about time. Number 10, Aries, March 21 to April 19. Ask an Aries, and she will tell you that she's courageous, assertive, passionate, energetic, and even a little fiery. This is a very nice way of saying impatient, hyperactive, aggressive, headstrong, arrogant, and, yes, confrontational. Aries women aren't the confrontational, but it's not for a lack of trying. She needs to tone it down by stirring a teaspoon of humility into her morning tea. She also needs to learn the difference between childlike and childish. Number 11, Capricorn, December 22 to January 19. Behavior can be either hot or cold, either raging or aloof, and Capricorn women are reserved once they decide to take the exit toward a negative attitude. Although they are patient, once you've angered or hurt them, you'll feel a cold mist descending upon the room. They won't smack you in the face or scream at you, but they just might gossip and undermine you and tell the human resources manager about all the unsavory things you've said about the company. Number 12, Scorpio, October 23 to November 21. Poisonously negative, this is the one sign you don't want to make angry, because they will plot revenge with the methodical coldness of a serial killer. It's like they were born with PMS. They are combative, distrustful, malicious, and vengeful. Oh, sure, they can be nice if you don't upset them. But if you ever make that mistake, don't ever turn your back on them. If you do, their giant scorpion tail will be raised and poised to sting.